Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Heidi ho, folks. Welcome back to another ZRL this week. Last week we brought you the team time trial, and results from that put us in fourth place for the finish for last week, which means we didn't really move very much on the overall league standings. We're still stuck in fourth, but we're 1 point away from jumping up into a third. So it's going to be an interesting race tonight. We've got a points race on hand this evening, which means we just got to go for the segments, right? I think we've got all 6 riders for the evening. I'm not entirely sure. There was 4 at the time of sign up, and I think a couple more decided to jump in last minute, so we'll see what happens tonight. But as far as that goes, my goal tonight is to just kind of sit in and maybe go for the sprint if I've got a good position. Otherwise, I'm just going to truck it up the final climb at the finish and see how I do. So, going to be an interesting one. All right, sounds like the team's starting to jump into the chat here, so let's get that tossed in. We got 4 minutes until we launch.
Good to hear.
Having a hard time getting motivated to go hard tonight, but once the flag drops, maybe that'll change.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the worst of routes until the end.
Well, even then, it kind of suits most of us on the team tonight.
That's a good point. Oh, we got Bumpus in.
Yes. Tom and Bumpus will be the all-stars up the climb tonight.
Well, yeah, but the points are in the sprints.
Well, there's only one sprint, and there's way more
thought
points
there
at the
were-
finish.
I thought there were 2.
Nope, just the one.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we go through the we go through the start-finish banner first, so that'll be your first power-up, which will be the arrow helmet. We kind of loop around the outside of London before coming into the classic area, and that'll be the sprint. And then after the sprint, you kind of loop around outside of London again. And then instead of going through the sprint, you basically head back towards the start-finish, and that's where you pick up the Keith Hill climb for the finish. So,
All right.
what's odd though is after the sprint, you pick up a feather. I don't know where the hell you're going to use the feather. Anywhere in London.
After the sprint?
Yeah. The sprint banner gives you a feather.
So you'll just save that for the climb, right?
You could, but you go through the start-finish banner as well, and you pick up an arrow helmet if you go through that banner again. I shouldn't say if, when.
I'm going to save it.
Yeah. I don't get why anybody wouldn't.
Right.
Unless you're in absolute desperate need to use it, right?
Yeah, right. Getting dropped.
Good point.
Actually, The top's pretty flat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It is.
it's like what 200 meters of flat to the finish line.
Uh-huh.
It's almost
Yep.
like it's almost like the Innsbruck KOM, but half as long.
Okay, so they're giving us the choice of arrow or feather because of the finish.
Basically, yeah. All right, minute and a half till we launch, eh? There's no way I'm making 1 more kilometer in that time.
I know the struggle.
In the downers, and wishing you guys all luck going with potato head.
I did not hear a word of that.
I was just popping in to say good luck to all of the downers, and I'm off to be a potato head.
Thanks, Bill.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill.
Good luck.
Hey, Bill's riding with us tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot for the sprint. I'm not going to be good on that climb, so I'm going to see if I can grab some sprint points.
Excellent. I think a lot of people are, so hang in there.
Yep.
I've-
Let's see what I can do.
Well, a lot of the races I've seen, there's been attacks right around Big Ben before you turn to go to the classic loop. I've seen a few riders try and make a breakaway for there. So stay frosty, guys.
Yep.
Whether or not it'll happen on our race, who's to say? All right,
I'll
4
take one
seconds.
person in a minute. And it's everybody chasing, and then the whole group speeds up.
Basically, yeah. What are you doing on the
Half
front? Get off the
reason.
front.
Let me guess, Tom.
Tim.
Jim.
Hanging off the back.
Who's working for another FGP boost? Alright, so this is our power up for the sprint. Right?
Correct. We're good. 14 and a half kilometers to the sprint line. Sit in and just watch for some of the moves on any of these little rollers.
You go up that little hill coming up here.
Yep. And there's really no way around it, right? Dave, you go for sprints too, or are you trying for the finish?
Well, I'll definitely try the sprint. I went with an all-rounder bike though, just because, I don't know, I'm just gonna,
We'll see what happens.
yeah. I think I should have gone
Hey.
all out arrow to the sprint.
I hate having no steering because it always puts me on the side with 0 draft.
That's why we do what Dave does and just sit in the very, very back. Hell, Dave, that move you did in New York fucking blew my mind, man.
Oh, the finish?
Yeah.
You know what's even better? If you come from the other way at the finish, the downhill's even bigger.
Yeah, it
And
is.
the anvil really launches you then. It's crazy though sometimes how much ground you can make up in a final sprint like that. Like I was so far back.
Yeah, you were. And pushed yourself all the way into second. Hell, you would have had first if the line was like 1 more meter.
I should have started, like a few seconds earlier. Because I can go long, I just can't get like a big peak power. I think I was watching somebody ahead of us, maybe. Because I was with EMEA at that point for that race, maybe. Oh, we did both. That's right.
Yeah.
Or I did both.
Hell, the guy that won that race, Terry Rigby, I've heard. He was out in front for pretty much all of that after the KOM.
Like, he had the breakaway, and we sort of caught, but he's still strong enough that he stayed away through all of us sprinting with like the pack speed.
Well,
Still held it.
Well, I watched his video, and Brian Lemire actually passed him going up the hill, but then he found a second gear, and then passed Brian with like 5 meters left to the line, and then you come flying up behind him.
Somehow I beat Brian. I almost feel bad because like his power was so much better on that sprint.
He had decent positioning and was able to stay up there.
Right.
You managed to take advantage of both the draft and the downhill. Can't say we'll get that luxury tonight for tonight's finish.
No. When it comes down to pure power these days, it's not good for me. I need something I can take advantage of like that.
All right, just a little up, guys. The front's trying to stretch it out.
Oh, it's weird. Not getting the downhill after that. I like that. You guys might know ours that we got upgraded to A going uphill today. I wonder how finish position was. Like it's crazy that you could upgrade to A, but still probably finish like 10th place. Fortunately, that was B1. help you stay in through the sprint?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, this will be a pretty boring course until it isn't. Almost makes me think we should have done a crit race instead.
A ladder race? You mean?
No,
Just
Like
like
a-
a different route.
like a short track, basically.
Yeah. You know what really kills me is the crit type of races in ZRL where it's like 8 sprint segments. I never last.
Oh yeah. That's the one for the sprinters, though. All right, there's
And
a
kind of
slight
bigger guys too.
slight stretch in the front. Watch yourself if you're near the back.
You know what would be a nice sauce feature? It should show you the minimum watts that you can do to stay in this peloton.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
It'd be really hard to calculate with the variation in the
Wait.
terrain.
Wait.
Well, it
Maybe.
does if you show groups. So right now we got 59 people averaging 2.8.
So you think 2.8 is the minimum you can do to stay in this group.
Now it's at 3.1. That's the average for the group.
Well, that's cool because you could try to target a little under that and see if you stay in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing like 2.1, 2.5 right now. Of course, pair that with the draft meter, and that's what really helps.
Yeah.
Where do you do group?
Group is a nearby list.
Okay, I've got.
It is a
Yeah,
default
I mean,
one.
Okay.
That's called groups.
Okay. But not.
Do you guys know the exact sprint start? Like 14.2 or 3?
We're 6.7 away.
That'd be 14.9 from the end.
It starts at 14.7, I think.
Yeah, I thought it might have been before. We'll see.
Basically, as soon as you make the left-hand turn on the red bricks,
Okay.
like there's a slight right, and then it makes a almost 90-degree left. Almost, not quite. And it's like maybe 25, 50 meters after that left turn is where the segment line starts.
Okay. So you want to
it's-
get going at the turn probably.
Yeah, because right at that turn is closer to like 270 meters. $270 to the finish, that is.
What's that, 20 seconds or something?
Perhaps. Depends on your speed, really, right? It is a slight uphill, too, so keep that in mind.
Ah. I think we're all going to feel a lot different in a few minutes.
Right?
Nuno hasn't said anything tonight. This is great.
Who hasn't?
That guy Nuno is always blowing up the chat with some weird stuff.
Oh, he might not be here tonight.
He's in there.
Oh, he
He's
is?
in there.
I thought he might have somebody else, like it's two people, one of them just types and one is racing. Like there's just so much chat coming from him usually. I haven't seen anyone with my exact mic setup. A Pinarello and the NV.
That's what I'm on.
Oh, nice.
I like my Canyon.
And then what wheels you
I
got?
like the Canyon also, but I don't know. That's what they said. So the dog. So I was like, well,
I kind of got. Go ahead.
I got the DT 62s.
and I use my S-Works. I mean, I love that, but
Who's on the front again? Is that Tim?
Yeah, not anymore. I'm near the front.
Oh. Oh no, it's an orange jersey. Okay.
yeah.
The orange kind of look like red shorts from back here.
Tim pulled the last 5 kilometers. Yeah.
There's Nuno. Let's get him going.
There he is. Yeah.
That's like the first real thing I've ever seen him say. I think I kind of cursed myself with that Canyon bike. I got dropped on downhills like 3 times in a row. And 2 times was on the same hill, but opposite directions. And I was like, I never want to ride this bike again.
I used the Dogma, but I think I used a different. I did use a different wheel set. Maybe the DT Swiss. Not the Aero, but on New York. And I was on the Dogma, and I was like, how did I lose so much ground that night? And I'm wondering if that was it. So I'm a little worried about the Dogma. Other than the wheel set, the wheel choice is different tonight. But maybe I got dropped so bad in New York.
Let's hope so.
So,
All right, groups getting antsy. Eyes up. Here comes the attack. I can see it stretching up the front.
That's me. We still got 3K to the sprint.
wow. It's a long way to be going this hard.
No. Tim, get off the front.
Who's up there? Rigby?
I mean, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
Hey, got a ride on from Scott Yarosh. Maybe he'll come back round 3.
Hurt.
I dropped a few. Sorta.
They're working hard to catch up, though.
Oh. I've tried to win from about here. Longest 2.5 minutes of my life. That's how far we got. Maybe 3 minutes. Like,
2 kilometers to sprint.
When's the sprint? 14 something?
it's
I
around.
estimate 14.7.
Yeah.
I'll count down.
Not after this U-turn, but after the next U-turn.
1.5.
Your power up.
What? Drop the power up now? Is that what you said?
Yeah, if you're gonna break away, Tim.
One 1.2.
Yep, Rigby's holding back.
Right next to him. This guy.
$900.
That's the finish.
I think to the start.
Yeah, we got a slight right coming up, and then a left.
7. Six. Five.
All right, lead out guys, start your effort.
4.
I'm on the front.
All right, up, up, up. Fucking hell. I did not time that well.
Started too early.
Same.
Come on, Bumpus. Tried following Rigby. Not a good idea, actually. There he is. Nice work.
Oh, I have no legs. 0. I think I got 56 on the sprint.
With no legs. Good job. I wish I had no legs.
That's him.
All right. Now it's a race for the finish.
Nice smooth effort, Tim. Nobody's chasing.
I know. Just cruising.
FGS is only top 5. I don't feel so bad with 13th now. Whew. Uh, 51 people left.
I'm showing 50.
Well, I'm 51. All right. When does the climb start?
When it starts going uphill. Is that Tim again?
No, I'm Tom.
Oh, Tom.
No
Yeah.
likes Tom.
Yeah.
I was going to say, give him a little gap and then someone bridge up.
Wish I could.
Well, I think if one more person goes, the whole group's going to go.
Yeah. They're already getting a little
Yeah.
antsy.
Yeah, I see one person starting.
Yeah.
Another person's trying to jump on his wheel. We're going to get dragged back to you, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, if you're near the back, keep an eye up. What? Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
But did you disconnect?
My fan just turned off.
Oh no.
Not good.
Oh,
I had it set to turn off at 1900, not 21. Oh, crap.
Just for a downhill, hop off and turn it on.
Hey, Erica.
Who's in front of us?
Hey, Erica.
I saw two of ours.
yeah. Is it Tim?
Tim and Tom and
Yep.
Could you help turn my fan back on? It's on through the phone app. What the hell happened? Who pushed the pace?
Exactly. Why is it so hard? Oh, yeah. Our team made it that way.
All right, boys. Little sprint in the back. Let's get it over with. Gosh.
All right, let's not do that again.
We sending Bumpus up the hill?
Yeah.
Well, come to climb, it's every man for himself, I think.
After what, like a minute or two of climbing, there's a downhill.
Yes.
You can hang on to that. Get some draft.
We just got to beat Scott's time so we can rub it in.
Wow.
11:03 is your time. You got to get 11:03.
But that's the time for the segment.
Yeah.
Right.
The full climb starts around the roundabout, which is
Oh,
like
is it?
it's like a whole nother minute ahead of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did whatever the segment is, the party, and it was 11:47, I believe, and Tom did it 11:46. We were there together that night.
I don't even know what my 10 or 15 minute pace would be.
Take your FTP and go up by like 10, 15 watts.
That's gonna get me dropped.
Yeah, that's about right. I did my FTPs is 211, and I did 240 that night. On that segment.
Percentage. %, 14.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know what my FTP is.
How do you not?
I use the Zwift Power FTP on the Zwift Power page.
Yeah. My problem is I'm just sick.
I haven't ridden anything that far to change it. Like an hour. or 20 minutes. I think you have to do 20 minutes for it to change.
All right, pace is upping again. I know we're all near the back here.
I'm already begging for mercy. They're going to remember that you were just trying to break away.
Today's your birthday, Tom?
That's awesome.
Happy birthday, buddy.
66, I'm one of the strongest out there. Imagine that. Damn. I want to be you when I grow up.
Went in for a health check today myself. And the nurse puts the O2 sensor on my finger. And after a couple seconds or so, alarms start going off on it. She's like, "That's weird." I'm like, "What? Am I not getting enough oxygen?" She says, "No. It says your heart rate's too low. Let me try the other hand."
Yeah.
Puts it on the other hand. She's like, "Huh, I guess you just have a really low heart rate." I'm like, "I'm not surprised."
Right.
She's like, "Well, I guess I have new goals to achieve now."
Yeah, I know they kind of flip out when it's like, what's the range, like 60 plus or something?
Something like that. I don't know. It was well below 60. I know that. My standing heart rate is just above 60.
Yeah, I'm usually like 42 if I'm not like sitting or something like that.
Yeah.
42. But
Yeah, my dad's was the same way when about a decade ago. He was really big on triathlons at that time, so it made perfect sense
Yeah,
for him.
Huge engine.
Yeah, he wanted to do Kona at least once in his life, but I think he's since dropped that ambition.
Yeah, it just sounds painful.
Right? The furthest he ever did was a half marathon. Or not half marathon, half triathlon.
Yeah. I've done a sprint before, and that's my max. I set the course record for the day though, so
Oh, wow.
like on the bike, I sucked in everything else.
yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah. My dad's the opposite with triathlons. He smokes everybody on the water,
Yeah.
and then he's okay on the ride, on the bike. And then when it comes to running, he's just absolute crap. He's like, so many people pass me when running, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's me. I can go forever. I just don't have speed.
Yeah, he was once an Olympic swimmer.
Oh yeah. So he's
So-
got the.
Yeah, so the swimming aspect for him was like nothing.
Question is where you can make up the most time.
Right.
If my voice coming down, I'll probably mute.
This is the team with the blue and green. Is that the herd?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see the name now.
So
They've had us
Tim,
a few- Yeah.
Tim, when are you joining us for the ladder team?
I might do after ZRL's over.
Yeah. So next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah, next week's the last one.
Okay. So I don't. Yeah. Maybe starting in after the Christmas break then.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, man.
I want to try hit the festive 500 too.
Oh, you can do both. If anything, at least jump into the chat and start getting a feel for the team.
Yeah. I think is there a sign up now for the next ZRL?
Not yet.
Thought I saw something go up today.
No, that was a course selection for race 6 for next season.
What? Oh, let's see.
Oh, this is gonna be hard. I'm tired.
I hope the climb's like this. I feel like it's going to be blistering fast into it. Must be soon, is it?
Almost. We go through this banner, down into the tube, come out the other side, and the climb basically starts from there. The actual segment doesn't start for like another kilometer after that, though.
Is it the same as the Keith Hill? You start that?
That's exactly
Not
what we're
Keith
doing.
Hill. Not that, the Fox Hill.
Oh, Fox Hill? Kind of, but instead of turning right to go up
And
Fox
then
Hill.
you turn left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the same direction, you're heading up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the climb when you start box and then there's a right-hand turn?
We're going the other side.
Yeah, okay.
So Fox, F-O-X.
Yeah. Wonder if Nuno's that guy like in real races where he just tells jokes like the whole way, like obnoxious jokes. I have a buddy that does that. Like he just yaps the whole time, even though they're like nobody can breathe.
That's the psychological warfare of it.
Yeah.
There goes one, going early. Oh, one's chasing. Do not, for the love of God, chase him.
I'm just gonna hang here at the front, not do any pulls. Pack down the ramp. That's a good one.
With the arrow helmet too. It's about the only good place you could use it. But he already burned his matches. We're starting to reel him in. All right, so the climb graph you see is for Fox Hill. It's not Keith Hill.
We got Bumpus in position.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 5-watt climb the whole way. Can Rigby climb? Is there another bump after this section?
Yeah, hold on. After the downhill, then a little bump.
Yeah.
That's the line. Yeah.
Go, go, go. That was hard.
Great job, Tim.
I didn't work.
Terrible.
Can't move.
What did you guys do? What was your fifth?
Yeah. I couldn't get the line. I just had nothing.
That's great.
I mean, I don't have the power on the downhill. I tried to use the feather on the last bit to get me over the hump to get down. I can't win on a downhill. I'm happy with fifth. I'll take fifth.
Yeah. It figures the one big climb they give us has a long flat finish for you.
Yeah, exactly. If it could have been like the volcano where it tips up at the top,
Yeah.
I could have stood up and probably passed everybody.
Yes.
On that, right when it's really steep. Yeah. But yeah, downhill finish. One guy passed me. I thought I could get third, and then a guy passed me, and I couldn't pass the guy that was fading. Got almost right at the line, so I wanted third. I wanted the podium. Dang.
I think you get 2 bonus points for that fifth.
Oh, that's great. Okay, well, good.
It was totally worth it.
And likely a fastest through time as well.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Well, I stayed at the front on the flats, so I wouldn't get dropped anywhere there. So I didn't really, draft all that much. I worked hard. I was at like 3.5 watts per kilogram on the flats alone. Yeah.
3.5. I was doing more than that, and I still couldn't catch you.
No, I'm talking on the flat. Flats.
Oh.
No, just the flat. I was doing 3.5.
I see.
Yeah. When people were doing 2.7 and, it's just hard. I'm just not big enough. I mean, Volcano, that's really the only one I'm going to challenge for.
Is that next week's race?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
The Volcanoes, my climb would be perfect for me.
Yeah, because
that finish at the end is straight up.
Yeah. I always sprint that one, so I always save a little bit just for that to sprint to the finish. Or hell, even if it's not the finish line, I still sprint for that and pray to God I have at least enough in the legs to hold on to somebody's wheel that's coming by me at the top.
I didn't know the finish was there, or else I would have pushed a bit more.
Did you black out?
Yeah. Well, I saw that flats. I didn't realize it was sort of that, like, you come up to the flat and then everybody started accelerating, and I thought, wait, we still have a ways to go, so I'll be fine. And then I see the orange banner. I'm like, shit.
I just could not hold the wheels on the flat section. I was hoping I could, but
Yeah.
I should have finished a lot better.
I got lucky back here. Yeah, I was holding like 43rd, 44th position or whatever. Slowly dragged myself up to a couple people that were fading near the top. And then some guy comes up from behind. I don't know where the hell he was. But he blew by me doing like 4 or 5 or something, so I jumped on his wheel. Just as we got into like a small little flat section before it turned back up again. And dragged me up to the guy in 40th place. But then, of course, that guy that dragged me up there, he faded real fast. So I stuck on that guy's wheel as best I could. He pulled away from me a little bit up on the hill again, but as soon as we got to the flat, I kept my power up. He faded a little, came around him. He tried to sit on my wheel, but I watched his power like slowly tick up near the finish. So I was like, nah, not having it. Put in like a good 5-second dig and beat him to the line. For 38th of all places, too.
I used Dave's suggestion on the hill. So I'd be pushing, and then I'd drop a gear, spin, and then I'd go up 2 harder gears.
Oh, yeah, get your cadence up and then...
Yeah. I get my cadence way up, push my legs, and I just gradually catch, guys here and there. I went from like 35th up to 2nd, and then dropped down to 15th. Barely held on from there.
Yeah, just like circulating things a bit more.
Well, we caught that guy that was off the front.
Yeah. He was out there for a little while.
Yeah, he was pushing 5, but we still caught him.
I think Rigby got it, didn't he?
No idea. Did Rigby win?
I think so.
Really? I thought he faded real fast.
No, he was right at the front.
Damn it.
All right. I just sent I went from 211 to 214. FTP increased.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, guys. Great, fun job with you guys tonight.
It was awesome.
All right. Cheers. See you some Thursday.
Yeah.
Good ride, guys.
Brian.
Cheers. Good job, guys. Loved it.
Yeah.
Later, Brian.
Thanks for your support. Thanks for your support. Okay.
Yeah, that was all you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Later.
All right. And as for you guys, for those of you rewatching the stream or those that were watching me live, thanks for jumping in and at least giving a little bit of support along the way. I did about as well as I had expected tonight, I suppose. I was hoping a little better, but I mean, I'm not going to push my luck. So, I'll take what I can get. A lot of guys are doing really well for this season, so I'm at least here to help out any way I can. Alright, I'm going to take this to 43 kilometers and I'm going to sign out for the evening. So, until next time, guys, I'll be back on Thursday with a ladder league race. And again on Sunday for another one. So, stick around. Holiday season's kicking up, so you might be able to see me have a little more fun along the way. So, until next time, guys, I'm Husky Crone. Is that Sun Racing. Peace out, guys.